Mind them. Welcome back. Our road to success is working. Don't mind them. These people are just beef. They're just haters. In our culture, as we know, female child is born with the and is groomed actually and trained to be a good wife, material, and her place in society is always defined by her marital status. Oftentimes, women are always told that the success of their home depends on them. Now, as a result of society expectations, there's also a saying that a wise woman builds her home while a foolish woman destroys it. I think that's biblical, right? Mm-hmm. So we ask, should a successful marriage be only dependent on the women? Joining us to shed more or experience on this. Hey, he's about to be married.
She's already married.
Oh, yeah, traditionally married. Okay. Media personality and actress, Mrs. Marcy Dolapo Oni. Sijuade, welcome to the show.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much.
We brought you on this, not just for this matter. I hope you know there's a lot of other matters.
Okay, nobody told me about that.
Just use this one as a
style to bring you in. No problem, no problem.
To call us, you can call us on 070-806-68014. You can tweet to us at TVC_ENT and please hashtag Yourview, all right? Now, we hear this biblically correct. Today, the truth is, things are not the same as it was in the biblical days, and there's more at stake. So if a woman, from my own perspective, if a woman is the only one that is responsible for the success of a marriage, that right now leaves it almost lopsided because the home needs almost both parties. But usually the men, the way I see the men, they are brought up to feel as, listen, it's her responsibility. I can do what I want. What are your thoughts on this? Who wants to go first? If I jump, ask the lap, please jump in.
Okay. I think that the pressure should not be only on the woman.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it is. And the reason today we see more divorce is because things are lopsided and women now work and we're more enlightened. So you can make your own money, you have your own children, you're doing the house cleaning, you're cooking, and you're sitting there, and if you feel that your husband is not bringing anything to the table, then you think, so what do I need him for? And that's why there's now more divorce. But I feel like from a child, we are consciously and subconsciously being taught it is on us. So it's make sure you act like a lady so you can get a husband. Make sure you submit so that you can do this. Make sure you don't talk too much. I had my aunt tell me that, you're too argumentative, no one is going to marry you. She told me that for years, just because I was always talking back. And but she was obviously wrong.
Well, the truth is that if we actually look at it from the old days,
yes,
let's go back to the basics. What we are doing today, really, we're not supposed to be doing it.
Yeah.
Do we agree?
Yeah.
Like, we are actually supposed to be home.
Cooking
and cleaning and taking care of the kids. It's just that society has changed. But it doesn't mean that the principles of God changes. They say he's the same yesterday and forever, right?
Can I just say something?
Yes.
I know that, especially I think it's the Igbo tradition, the women went to the farms, even in the old days. They went to the farms. In a lot of traditions, the men stayed home and enjoyed while the women went to go and farm. The man will still maybe have a job that he's doing, but I know that women did work.
In Delta State as well, they do that. The women are the ones that go to the farmland and, But I think in my own opinion, for us to have a successful home is dependent on both parties. That's why I always encourage people, when you want to marry someone, understand your goals and your values. If you are on the same page on your values, there is absolutely no way that tomorrow somebody will be good. You come, remind him, Ogasi, this is our family goal, this is our value, we must bond together. And that's why in those days, children were not bonding with their fathers because they just feel it's the responsibility of the woman to be close. So you see that the children are closer to their mothers and the father is just somewhere, So I think for us today, we should preach and project more on joint effort.
But is that against the Bible principles?
I don't think it is.
I think that naturally women have the capacity to take a whole lot of things. It just comes natural. A man probably cannot go through pregnancy or labor or multitasking. You have like 2 kids, you're still pregnant, you're doing all that, you're putting food on the table. A woman can do that with ease. So I think that makes that because we have that inherent capacity, unlike a man who is just thinking one way at a time, it helps us to put things in perspective, even in our family. As a family woman, your responsibility is to bring your family together at every point in time. And I think it doesn't have to do with when we modernize everything. Even as much as you want our husband to contribute to the home, we must realize that it's our job as a woman. You can't say because you're earning more than your husband and you feel that because he's earning less than you and you're working as hard as he's working, you should come home and help you to be, maybe you should be doing just as much as you're doing at home. Not in our climate, not in our culture, not here. It is not, it's not practical. And if you expect it, you will have crises. That is one of the reasons we have more crises right now. I know I'm throwing a controversial line. It's something that I used to fight it in my mind, in my marriage. First few years, it was a major battle because I just felt like, and I was butting heads and it wasn't making things work. When I realized the thing is, he's the man. Give it to him. Be humble, be submissive, do your part as a woman, keep on praying, and then you'll see peace would reign. But when you butt head with him, or you think that is a partnership of 50-50 in everything, then you would have crisis.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I really think it depends on the relationship in itself. And as you mentioned, knowing the roles that you're both going to play before you enter the marriage. Because some men, and I know it's very few and far between, are okay, if the woman is the breadwinner, then he has to do certain things at home. She cannot be working from 6 a.m., coming home at midnight, and then trying to take care of the kids and cook. That's impossible. Or else she's going to have to find a new partner.
Excuse me. I have to say something. I'm not ready to be the wife of somebody who I am the breadwinner and he is sitting at home. I am not ready to be the wife of anybody like that. So if that is how you are, don't even move near me. It's true. What I believe is that what the woman is doing is supplementing, because I have to say I agree with you. The woman is supplementing the household. She's only working for her own pleasure. You are the one looking after the house.
Yeah, but see, this okay.
Back to the topic.
Can I explain? Can I explain?
The real matter is that women, if the marriage crashes, they blame us.
Yes.
If the marriage is successful, they blame.
They praise
us.
us.
They praise
both.
Exactly.
Yeah, he loves his wife so much. He's fantastic, the provider.
I agree.
It's almost his own success.
Let me
Can
explain.
you remember the Yemi coming here and what the Yemi was saying about his wife? And all of us, how we felt this woman is a regime.
That's what I'm saying. That's why.
But that woman is the one keeping that home. The Yemi is doing his own part, being a good man, of which is what your point is, that before you marry him, know that he's a good man. So if you marry a good, God-fearing man, you might not have that issue.
But you know
he will do his own part, but then
Let
you
me
need
let
to
Uwa
keep the
come
home
in.
together.
Can I say something, Tokwe? I understand the place of submission, but I also understand the place of love and sacrifice. If you say you love someone, you cannot watch your wife. Like she said, go 6 a.m., come back 10 p.m., and you expect that woman to cook for you.
Africa, you're not living
That
in
means
Africa.
no. Listen, that's
What
why
is that man doing when I'm out till 10?
Thank you.
No, that's what I'm saying.
He might be
YK,
working too.
listen, he might be working, but you see, the truth is that love tells me that I cannot allow my wife to take that burden alone.
Yes.
That doesn't mean that you are making him less of a man.
Can I raise
That is
issues
what
that
love
cause-
is about. Love is about both parties working hand in hand to make sure that it works.
So he too is coming home by
Apart
10
from
p.m.
issues that cause...
And we both come home by 10 p.m. and eat pizza.
Okay, let's go and ask the public what they thought. We had a vox pop on this issue. Let's go and find out what the public said on this.
Every home is best managed by a woman. The woman is supposed to be the one behind the man.
The woman owns the home, and I think it's not the man that will marry the woman. It's the woman that will marry the man.
They have to play their different parts. You can't base it on one side. So the woman has to play her part, the guy has to play his part. So.
It's not only the woman that can actually make a marriage work.
Women have major role to play, just like they are close to the hope, to the children. Like as a man, you go out. Women also go out, but not the same way.
Marriage has to be give and take, both the husband and the wife, not just the woman.
So the man and the woman have to put in whatever it takes to make the marriage work. The necessary sacrifice that is required, both in the short run and in the long run.
She's the woman, so she knows how to control the husband no matter what. You understand? She knows what is right. Even when the husband is wrong, she will be able to talk to him because they are one.
Every successful home starts from a woman.
According to God's injunction, that the man is the head of the home,
to cater for the family, to get what the children will eat, to pay school fees and other responsibilities. And the woman is to help.
In that video, because recently, though, I mean, I had a back and forth with my husband because this has happened in marriages. And after that fight, I went back and said, okay, is this the point where they say this marriage is dependent on me? Now I have to go and swallow the humble pie, I mean, the humble pill, and go and start. I'm like, it is so difficult being a Nigerian woman. It is such a hard challenge because it is now, because if from this argument now, I'm thinking in my head, like, if I go out and call XYZ and and we bring it up, they'll say it is regardless, it is my fault. So I'm the one that have to now swallow that pride and go and start.
Be careful
just
to see. She's just getting married.
No, because and it's a big family.
Good advice.
No, I want to say something, please. You see that what you're just talking about is something I was facing almost every day. Like the first 2 years of it was argument. I'm not stubborn here. I'm a very good girl in the office. I am at my strongest, most vocal with my husband at home because for me, he's my paddy. So I expressed myself and it was causing crisis back to back. And sometimes I justified, I'm right. But my dear, being right does not keep the marriage. Then he would hang out more because you're stressing him. I realized that I had to bite the humble pie, beg and apologize, and be that person that will keep it together. That means you don't nag. That means even what he's doing is annoying you. You will not say it at that time that is annoying you.
Exactly.
Because if you voice it in anger, you will cause crisis.
So it's not about...
That is a woman's job. So if you think being a woman, I must not be able to keep it home, and you now talk back whenever you're angry, you will break your home.
So the issue is not you going out and he going out. The issue is actually in those kind of situations. Managing it is dependent on us. It's not so much. That is what I'm hearing.
That is what causes crisis.
Good morning. Are you there? Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Benson. How are you?
I'm fine.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. First caller.
Yay.
Welcome to the show.
You see, thank you. You ladies are doing good things.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm enjoying your program with my wife and my children.
Thank you.
You see what you people are talking on. I've been married for about 30 years now.
Wow. 30, wow.
You see, we are Africa, women especially.
Women are not
and if you women should remember that blood that you have is very difficult to remove. It's God that gives us this thing. You know, women are the owner of the home. They have to take care of the family, the children, and everything around us. According to one lady there, women will go out there and fetch for the family. According to the Lord, our Father. You know, why you women have to stay and keep the children at home and everything tidy before we come back?
Mr. Benson, that's not what is happening anymore.
Thank you, Mr. Benson.
Are you talking about the Dolapo that is jumping to Calabar today and is going to shoot Mercy tomorrow?
But you see, let me tell you, let's talk about Dolapo now. If Dolapo sees that her job is affecting her marriage, I'm telling you, she will rethink
How do you know that? Let her answer that question herself.
Okay.
Would you not leave what you're doing? Because
she will not leave the job, but she will rethink it. She
I
will
let her answer why can't I herself.
Okay. If my job is affecting my marriage, it's not a question of me quitting the job, but I love working. And he knows he hasn't married a housewife, but I will re-strategize a way in which the job can work for both of us.
So that's part
but
of
if you asked me this question 6 years ago, I would have said, good hell.
No. Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. So
and
that
because I've dated him for 4 years before we got married. And I understand the way he works. And I understood that this is what I have to do for our relationship to work.
So that is where that is sacrifice.
But we did.
Let's answer my question.
But yes, we sat
sat
down. We sat down. We had lots of arguments. Also, there are things that he did that I did not like, and I put my foot down about certain things, and vice versa. But the thing is, it can't be a case of I make all the sacrifices and you do whatever you want.
Thank you.
And that will never work.
But nobody is saying that the man should not make any sacrifices. Nobody is saying that.
But the woman must.
But we are saying that the woman
will
is
always
the one
be
that
the one
holds the home
Let me
together.
explain something about holding this home that you people are talking about. When you say holding the home, it means that she has to cook, she has to clean, or she has to
Let's talk about today's zone. I have a house girl. Over the weekend I do my soup and I tell her to do the amala, do whatever, that kind of stuff. So I don't have to do the amala. As long as they warm the soup that I cooked over the weekend and heat stuff. So I'm not doing the cleaning. She wakes up in the morning and does the cleaning.
Let me explain.
Cleaning, she sweeps and
when I'm
mops.
upset, I am not vocal like Tokwe. My husband knows that. When I am upset, I keep quiet. I can be quiet for a week.
Yeah.
I just shut my mouth until I'm calm enough because I don't want to start talking and now maybe say things I cannot take back.
Yeah.
So I keep quiet. You see, that thing had happened over years and it was causing a strain in my marriage. My husband observed it. That was sacrifice. He looked at it and called me. The days I'm calm, he said, sit down, let's talk. Anytime you're upset, this is what I've observed. We learned from each other. We built each other. We corrected each other. It's not about saying that, oh, it's only the woman that will not sit down and observe. I am saying that both parties.
Saying that.
No,
That's
wait,
correct.
both parties. If the man too wants a successful wife, if he wants a happy wife, he wants a happy home, he also has to observe his wife and call, both of you will sit down and make it work.
Yeah. Okay, I have a call from Benin Republic. Emmanuel, are you there? Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Hi, from Benin Republic, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, it's Benin Republic this morning. Baraka da Salah.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Thank you, we're good.
Oh, we are cool. We are doing very fine.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I really appreciate you ladies.
Thank you.
And I pray that all your homes will be blessed in Jesus'
Amen.
name.
Amen.
To keep a marriage is not an easy thing. And the best you can get from a marriage comes from you women.
Hey.
You are the engine room of a marriage.
Yes, sir.
You know, sometimes we men, we will lie to you. You know we are lying, but we are taking it.
You will take it.
And sometimes too, we take it too. So I would say it is like 75% to 25%. You have to do your job as the captain of the home. And he has to do his job as the breadwinner of the home. There are many insults you will take as a woman because you want to keep your home. Even from your in-laws. And because you want to keep that home running, you have to keep quiet a lot of times to many issues.
Thank
like
you.
My glamour lady with the gilly on the right side there. She said, no, like she cannot attend the man to just sit down and give you working. No! Which means you cannot even marry a teacher.
All right, thank you very much, Emmanuel. Wait, but you see, I was going to mention something. I think we're all kind of saying the same thing somehow. Because in the early marriage, the truth is when you started marriage, maybe for example, your own marriage, in the early days, there's a lot of sacrifice that we have to make to the point where you grow together. Is that humble pie that we are eating? You've been married almost 10 years now. Is this your humble pie we eat that we are earlier than you? Yeah. Now, that eventually you and your husband now grow together so that after like 5-10 years, is now where the mature enough where we can now go together.
Can I just say something? When I got married, the woman, they always say the man is the head. And the woman is the neck.
I don't like that.
And the neck cannot, the head cannot move
without
the neck.
Okay. Let me even explain what Mariah just said. I know how long it took. And my own part of sacrifice, you know, I did a lot of swallowing a lot of things.
Everybody must
taking
swallow.
everything
That's what
down.
we are saying
see,
now.
No, sustaining a marriage. Do you understand? That was early years of marriage. Yes. Sustaining a marriage. You cannot say that I will be the one to continue to swallow it. Hold on, let me finish talking. For the rest of our marital life, I would just die. Or I would tell the man, you know what? I'm not interested again. Take, bye-bye. How can I be with you for years and you have not even changed? Now, me, I'm the one sacrificing, always taking all the things you're dishing out of me. So I am saying that for you to have a sustainable marriage, you understand? You have to do
we tend to always believe we are the only ones sacrificing. Now, a man lived this bubble life, earns his 120K. Really? Listen, all through, and he was spending it on himself. He marries you. Totally, as he married you like this now, he's meeting all your needs. Sacrifice number one. He now has to increase his income, work extra hard because he realized that I have to take responsibility for my wife. Sacrifice number two. You would expect him not to hang out with his bubbles. He should come and hang out with you. Sacrifice number three. You want him to listen to all your problems. I'm telling you that as a woman, you need to understand that the man is also making sacrifices. Okay. We only believe that we are the only one making sacrifices.
I think, especially that last point about, I think the last point.
No, what I'm saying is that they're giving something away also. We are giving, we're both
I have a long distance call from where again? Hello? Oh, hello, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Good morning, please go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. I'm a first-time caller.
Yes, morning, Christian. Sorry.
Yes.
I love your program. Keep it on.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. What you're saying about marriage, first of all, if you want your marriage to be successful, you must invite God first. Some people don't used to pray. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes, you're supposed to be, the woman supposed to be a prayer woman, then the woman supposed to be praying very well, very, very hard. The man supposed to contribute, woman also supposed to contribute. They're supposed to be doing everything together, helping themselves and plan for the family so that everything will work fine.
Fantastic. Thank you, Christian.
Right.
Let me let Dolapo come in here.
Sorry, no problem. I know about this couple. When they were first married, the man was showing the woman hell. As they've grown, they've been married about 30 years now. The man has come, is in total submission to the woman. Because the woman made those sacrifices in the beginning, she's now enjoying the marriage today. So whether you like it or not, I think a woman does have to sacrifice some things at the beginning of the marriage.
Yeah,
I'm not saying forever.
Beginning, now we are defining it well.
I agree. I completely agree with that you have to sacrifice some things at the beginning. But I just feel that it's dangerous territory when it's even at the beginning, only the woman sacrificing. I think that's slightly dangerous because you do not know how long things are going to last for. You can think, if I sacrifice things at the beginning, you might be the only one sacrificing it forever. 10 years down the line.
What you won't take in 20 years, but I don't start.
Then let's now bring the place of prayer, because at a point in my marriage, I was thinking, man, did God really create women to go through this? That was, as in, I was like,
I think I went through that.
I was like, why must I always be the one? No. See? No, but I said, don't listen. No, but let me conclude my story. No, let me conclude my story. And at that point, I now prayed. I said, God, you instituted this marriage. You know that the woman is vital. You know what I need in terms of wisdom to handle this thing. Help me handle it. And it has. So there's a place of prayer that you cannot take away.
Let me take this call. Good morning. Are you there for Bikoton, I believe?
Yes, I am.
Good morning. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, please, straight to the issues. The ladies there should understand that marriage is all about sacrifice. A man sacrifices first. Like Tokwe said there, for the first time, Tokwe is balanced. A man sacrifices more. But because the home belongs to the woman, that woman works extra hard, not to make noise. Because the family is yours. The man is just passing. And you gain all at the end of the day. The woman does. So if a woman is wise, to stop all these strong head and I'm doing this, I'm doing that, you should work hard and make sure that your home succeeds. Because it is all to your
Let me ask Ike a question. Fine, she should work hard. Nobody's saying a woman shouldn't work hard to make her home. But today, a lot of things are thrown at us. The media, culture, pop culture, everywhere. The kids need not just the woman factor. They need the male factor also to be productive citizens in the future. So where is the role of the man? Because if we keep saying it's the woman's fault, it's the woman's responsibility, where does that come in?
Also, the woman...
The man is the progenitor of that family. He began it. So he cannot be slack doing anything a man does not do, except that man is mad. Anything a man cannot do, it is because he just cannot do it. No man will leave expenditure to you willingly. It is not true. It is not true.
That's the point.
Understand that situation. That the man is really handicapped. And give him some time. He will bounce back.
Okay. I think I like that point.
Can I explain something to you? I attended a parents forum, and they were saying something. They said, parents of nowadays, you want to pay school fees for your child, and you're expecting the child to tell you thank you. Those are your responsibilities. The child did not beg you that he wanted to come to this world. So when you tell me a man sacrifices hanging out with his bubble, hanging out with this, and you're calling that sacrifice,
that's not sacrifice.
I don't think that is... Hold on, Doctor, let me finish.
No problem.
I don't think that is sacrifice. Because if you want to look at it, the people that are at the receiving end, I know what size I was before I had so much stretch mark. No, we go through emotional pain. We go through a lot. And a man will still look at you. You know, look at what Jumoke was telling us the other day. Because the wife had grown big out of having children, the man said, I bet, please, he cannot even sleep with his own wife. There are a lot of things. I am saying, listen, I don't even advise. If I had known what she's saying, I would have stood by it from my early years of marriage. Because if not because I was a strong person, it would have been, I don't think our marriage would have lasted 2 years.
Can I say something in reply to that?
Let me finish. So what I am saying is that if you can, from the beginning, while you are courting, understand your places, understand your value system, understand everything, so that when you enter the marriage, you know that both of you are hand in hand, trying to make it work.
All right, I'll take a response. 1 second, let me take a quick commercial break. When we turn, we'll take a response. We hear from Dolakwa, we'll come to YG. Is that okay? We'll be right back. Oh my God, this is like fighting to come first. Okay, why can you go first?
Who has said something about you expect your child to tell you thank you, and it's the same way with the husband. And I want to tell you that just yesterday I told my daughter, I said, please, I need you to give me some money. She said, for what? I said, because you are my investment. Yes, I have invested in you. You are now my bank.
Ewo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's a different topic for you.
Okay, so
we'll take
now,
tweets. Please prepare some tweets.
Yes, what I want to say is that if you say it is a man's duty, that he has decided that he wants to marry you, he should take the responsibility and not see it as a sacrifice. Then as a woman, you take the responsibility of taking care and keeping your home as your responsibility and not a sacrifice. It is both parties. If yours is a sacrifice, then his own is a sacrifice. When yours become your responsibility, then you will not complain. The man is not complaining to you about feeding you. He said he wants to feed you. He said, I can feed you and marry you because I know I can take care of you. I love you, I want to take care of you. You say, I love you too, I will marry you. I will become submissive to you. On the day of the wedding day, you take those vows because you want to be the woman. At that point, it is no longer I'm sacrificing when I get pregnant. It is no longer sacrifice. I have sketch marks. I look at myself and I'm like, you used to be a very beautiful girl.
That's the best case
But I tell myself now that this is the price I pay for having my twins and having a good home. That is not a sacrifice. That is giving.
That's a fantastic scenario where you have a good providing husband. Today, there are lots of women are the providers. So you are doing the provision for the
and
house,
everything else,
and yet you are being the ones who have to sacrifice.
Let me give you a story that happened. This young man.
Let me give you an example. So recently in the media, there's a South African media personality that was accused of having an affair with. There was a couple, and they called it a love triangle. And I don't think they were married, but his girlfriend, they've been dating for years. I think you heard, and she was pregnant or she just had a child. And when I was reading the comments on blogs, they were blaming the girlfriend for not keeping her home. Can someone?
So she just had a child.
So how is she at fault? That this is if it's alleged, because I don't know if they had the affair. But so how did she not keep her home? And the people were saying, well, they're not even married anyway. So if it's not the other girl's fault because they weren't married, so what did she expect? So my thing is, nobody in this whole thing blamed the man. They blamed the girlfriend or they blamed the one that was having the affair. So basically, we're always caught in a catch-22 situation. We never win. We are blamed for everything.
It's just like a boy now. The mother will train the boy not to be domesticated. The child doesn't know how to cook. He don't know how to clean water.
There you go. It's not the women.
No,
it's the women you blame.
Explain. You see, because we
are they are busy doing their work.
Because we are projecting it that a man should be of a certain kind of character. He should have a certain kind of character. I was saying something in Benin. A woman married this one. She married the man because she had the money. She had everything. And you are married. The man came to her house. The man wanted to bring in a girlfriend. He wanted to marry her as his second wife to another woman's house. I mean, that is the height of it.
Yes.
Do you know that this man ended up killing this woman? They had a fight, and you know that's why I said. So there are so many things that we need to focus on.
Why the foundation was wrong?
Yes, the foundation was wrong. But you see, listen,
the
foundation was wrong. But you see, when we continue to project to say that a man doesn't have anything to do, it is all on the woman's shoulder.
We're not saying that. The man was doing.
I think that. One second. Let me take a quick call, Tokwe. Then I'll come to Dolakwa. Hello. Good morning. Are you there?
Yeah. Good morning.
Morning, sir. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Actually, I love the discussion you were discussing this morning. But what I want to say, hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. What I want to say is the the present situation we're into now has given room for all these who takes responsibility and who does not take responsibility. Let us go back to our foundation. You discover that all these things we are not discovered.
We want to go back to foundation. It was the men that was providing for the women. Now we see men doing school
runs.
Men were not doing school runs before. So it's a sacrifice. It's both ways.
Tweets, please.
Odukaya says, Olaliko says, what if they are both career people? Something media says, great point, Tokwe. Talking about sacrifice, guys sacrifice a lot in marriage. Both women think they sacrifice more. But women think they sacrifice more. So Shofolu Esheun says, it's funny you guys think it's only a woman's sacrifice. It's only men that hardly something he didn't complete it. Husband and wife have a role to play in the home. I agree for the first time with Tokwe. She is balanced.
Because she's siding the men.
And Tokwe on point. Yes, women always think they are the only one sacrificing in marriage. And Tokwe has said it all.
Franklin says, our marriage here is built on our culture and Westerns on their constitution. Let's be careful when fighting for our rights. Obi says, more men do not meet up to keep the family without the woman contributing 60%. Yet they cannot assist when she's stressed up. Labo Daniel says, great point. Sacrifice is a two-way street. Ola Oye says, this a cool topic. Don't let's sugar.
Okay, let me.
I don't know why people
are just not properly.
Professor Nwakoba.
Okay,
I have to read this
yes, Chris.
He says the woman is imbued naturally with deeper strength in making the home hers.
Juliet, can I read one last tweet? And Juliet says, is on point. Tokwe, please, I hope you are practicing what you are preaching because it's not realistic.
But if we look at it, right, the truth is that I would like Dolakwa to come in here because we're going to close the show very soon. Going forward, Dolakwa is entering into marriage, and we don't want to discourage her.
We don't want to scare you.
We want to scare you.
It's too late.
Oh my God. But the truth is that, yes, we agree that women uphold the house. But however, in the old days, the men used to bring in the bacon, they bring in the money. So at that time, a woman accepts and just say, whatever you do, I'm so sorry, just because they are the breadwinners. But today, it's not so. And because it's not so, we have to find a middle ground where, listen, we are both bringing in
balance
this thing.
it out.
But at the same time, I like Tokwe's view. I think Tokwe's view makes a lot of sense because even though you're bringing in 50-50, as a woman also, because you have the inherent capacity to take in a lot, maybe we should actually be willing to take a bit more, make a bit more sacrifice when things go awry.
It is not that go through labor pain now.
Watch who you're listening to.
Let me let Dolakwa.
Who is advising you? Because people that are, if someone wants to advise you, watch the person's marriage, how successful, and are they practicing what they are preaching? Because I used to say different before, but this is what I am doing now.
Okay,
and
before we close, I want to find out how Dolakwa met her husband, please.
What's your business?
I met him 4 years ago. I went to Abuja for the weekend. My friend's family stayed there, so we're there during inauguration, actually. And
that's the kind of place you meet a CJD.
And yeah, we met.
Everything
you know, his family is polygamous.
How he ain't gonna be polygamous?
How do you know that? How do you know?
Oh, because we had that conversation. That's what I mean. You have to have the conversations. But I know that we have to wrap up. But what I really want to say is, because as girls, we are taught at a very young age, you know, this is what you need to do for when you get married. We need to be teaching our sons the same thing. And I think that's the problem. We teach the girls, but we do not teach the boys.
Thank you.
And we
So
need
we
to teach
blame
the
the women
boys.
again.
And we need to teach the boys.
I have seen where a woman will say, the girl child went to the kitchen, and the boy should carry the plate. He will be complaining. Leave him.
Exactly. Why leave him? Yeah, there you go.
Who trains her boys?
She only has 2 boys. She doesn't have any girl.
But we should train the boys as well.
Even if I had a girl, we would have still been the same thing. Because my husband is highly, he was the one that took care of all his younger ones. He can cook, he can clean, he can do everything.
Yeah.
So please, men, support your wives at home. We are not
Mine can boil water. Mine doesn't even know the way to the kitchen. No, you know, he just knows that the food is ready. We can't have different men.
Whatever you get, just
Yes.
work with him.
My own partner, he can cook.
Abi?
But I love to cook for him
All
when
right.
I have time.
Lalapo, congratulations.
Thank you.
Are we invited to your wedding?
I'm fly low.
Oh, it's London, Abi.
I'm fly low.
If I came before the Lagos one, was sorry. I know. I'm sorry, ladies. I
No
apologize.
problem. We're so happy for you and wish you
Thank
all the
you.
best.
Thank
So how
you.
many kids you want to have? Y'all never, okay, your
As many
conversation
as God wills it.
Oh,
Sweet. Are you just saying that?
okay. Front
She's
page-
such a cute
front page TV tomorrow morning. All right, that's all we can take on this show. Baska the shout out to our Muslim brothers and sisters. Don't forget, we're going to be having a live audience October 1st, our celebratory edition. So we want to be a part of that show. You can reach us, send your name, your phone number to Yourview at tvcontinental.tv to be a part of our audience, all right? And you can also catch us on YouTube/TV Entertainment. You can search us also on Google Plus to watch previous episodes. God bless you. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Now, wow.